Hello, today I want to share with you my love affair with Madame Marie Laveau. Now, Marie Laveau was born on September the 10th, 1801 in New Orleans. She was a free woman of color. She was a healer, a humanitarian, and a voodoo queen. Now, I found this document at the New Orleans Voodoo Museum, and it is a document of her putting a property bond up on her home on Saint Anne to bail her friend Ophelia out of prison, who was wrongly arrested. And this was just the tip of the iceberg of her humanitarian work. Now, my trip to New Orleans was all about offerings, paying homage, giving back to all the great work that she has done for humanity and her society and all those ancestors known and unknown, and to let them know that I am an open vessel ready to be guided in the direction that I need to go. Now, Marie Laveau was a very savvy businesswoman. She was a hairstylist. She helped operate a liquor warehouse owned by her father. She had a plaçage, which was a cauldron, which was a dance where wealthy businessmen would come on the river boats, and they were gamblers or businessmen, and they wanted to date black women. She would set up the impoverished women to date these men for benefits, and they all agreed. She had several kids where she lived on St. Anne Street in New Orleans. Several of her children passed away before adolescence. She had a daughter, which was named Marie Laveau #2, who took after her footsteps and became a healer and a voodoo queen as well. Now, I always knew that I wanted a statue, and when I saw this statue depicting Miss Madame Marie Laveau as a saint that she is, I had to pick this one up. And I wanted to get it in New Orleans. Now, she has earned a sainthood from all of her deeds that she has done. She met with enslaved people every first Friday at the Congo Square. And what they would do, they would come together and dance and sing and rejoice. And bystanders would come and look and think they're doing that voodoo. And they were so intimidated as the crowds grew larger and larger. And what that did was it incited what became the black codes of the 1820s through the 1830s. And these black codes prohibited public gatherings of blacks because, of course, that would interfere with the colonization and the fear of the African spirituality at that time.
Hello, guys.
Miss Marie Laveau could have lived her life as a free woman of color and used her privilege to live a great life as well. But she didn't do that. She decided to help the less fortunate. She decided to give her life to help those that at the time didn't have much to help themselves with. And for that, I will always respect and admire her for that. Now, during my trip also, I danced and I played, and I danced for all the ancestors who couldn't dance and weren't allowed to dance. I danced for those who could dance. And I played the drum and the heartbeat of the city. Now, I also attended the cemetery. Miss Marie Laveau is at cemetery #1, crypt #3. And I am not the type of person that goes to a cemetery, but Again, Spirit led me, and I was an open vessel ready to be led. So that's where I ended up, again, paying homage and giving another offering to her while I was there. Now let's break down Marie Laveau's name. In Hebrew, mar is the salt of water. In French, lave means wash, and awe means the great waters of pristine purity. Now she came to me in several dreams. One dream, there was a sign. I was in a store, and there was a sign with Marie Laveau picture, and she was depicted as a brown-skinned woman wearing a tignon head wrap, and the sign read feet washing. So this makes total sense to her name and the meaning. She came to me in so many different ways. I had a dream last night, actually, that I was sitting in a pool of water, ocean, and I was swirling my feet in the ocean water. So when Spirit speaks, you just have to pay attention to all those subtle signs. Miss Marie Laveau is a saint in my eyes. I bought this pendant, which I will wear with reverence. She helped the prisoners of her time, prisoners that were in prison. She would take them gumbo and coffins, and some say sometimes she would lace the gumbo with painkillers to ease their pain. She gave herself and her herbal remedies during the yellow fever epidemic of New Orleans that wiped out thousands of people. And the list goes on and on of what she's done in humanity. On my last night in New Orleans, I took my New Orleans voodoo deck, which if you know me, you know I love that deck. And guess what? These 3 cards popped out. Marie Laveau, the Morts, and Simbi. And this symbolized she is ready to reveal the secrets to those who will listen. And I am ready to listen.